got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Fallout the Frontier is a 7-year-old project for a mod to Fallout New Vegas. This mod was so grand in its scope, it failed on delivery. This is a story with so many people wanting their own vision, but no direct leadership. This caused a confusion of what the story was actually about, and many small details going missing. And because the lead developer did not do background checks on his people, it led to a catastrophe. This catastrophe being one of the artists turned out to draw underage pictures on his free time, which caused an uproar. All of this during a time where people were hating on the mod. They found so many small things they couldn't like about it. Just grotesque sexual remarks or just a misunderstanding of the Fallout New Vegas story. But with all that mixed with this, chaos ensued.
You are out of uniform, soldier! Where is your power armor?
With people finding out what this person or dev team have done, they had enough. They've already seen so much sexual, weird things in the mod. They can't let this be.
That changes right here, right now. From this moment onward, the children of this great nation are its highest priority.
With hundreds of Enclave soldiers joining the battle to fight, there was a distinctive victory. But then the real things happened. So this was fun while it lasted, but we're kind of forgetting that this is actually not a joke. So let's start taking this serious, shall we?
The artists on the development team of Fallout New Vegas: The Frontier has been outed as a pedophile through some animated work that was published on that individual's DeviantArt profile.
They have, in other words, what I already said. Alright, so there's a lot going on here. So this entire interview lasted 2 hours and 45 minutes. It was disappointing, to say the least. It was a way to clear the air, to clear the steam, to explain what happened. And I want to say, I personally do not know this man, and I know what I'm going to do here is going to hurt him a lot. But he lied. So most of the people who saw the interview knew he lied. It wasn't just a small lie, it was a lot of lies. And he was outed a few times during the interview itself for the lies, and I have evidence on others. I will give you an example.
Yeah, another thing that's being brought up quite a bit is that the idea of her being 18 was actually added much later in development, after America as a character was already created. Was she conceptualized, like, was she conceived as a character as an underage person?
She was conceived as a character that didn't really have a specific age. When we were writing her, we weren't thinking of her as some specific age. For most of the development time, she was sort of slated as just a teenager of some older age. And we only wrote the notes later in development to sort of alleviate some of our concerns that she'd be taken as underage, but it was never written as an underage character.
One of these days, I'm going out into the wastes, and then I can have drugs and do sex.
May Kufield. Interesting person here. So he speaks about America in the sense that we never saw her as underage. We saw her as just a teenager, which, you know. Anyways. But May in the text line claims she's under 18, but for the voice actor, she says one of these days. So were the one who wrote this girl viewing her as underage, or at least a possibility of being underage? And is that okay to have an underage, meaning 17-year-old girl, talking about sex? Alright, so I'm making this video very, it can be like hours between me recording, and there's so much going on in the background. So I could say a lot. I could, TG he's scum. He's just bad in every way you can imagine. But I'm not the one who's gonna expose him all too much here. I can talk about the underage thing with the girl and the view in America. That's fine. By the way, yes, everything about that is just, it's not okay. He also once, by the way, in the live stream claimed that there was never any sexual remarks you can do towards America, which is a complete lie, as many videos has shown already.
Regular pint size atom bomb, baby, little atom bomb. I want her in my wigwam.
She's just the way I want her to be, a million times hotter than TNT. So the story is not gonna be over. This is not over. This is not the end. This is just the divide. This is where the people leave, where the nuclear bomb of the Enclave soldiers has been left off. But even after the divide, there is a story. Because the divide will come with us forever. I don't actually know what the fuck Ulysses says, but you get my point. Well, the dev left the server, and for now the battle is over. But before I leave you, I do want to, I want to say two things. One, tomorrow, not by me, but by somebody else, I've been helping, something big is gonna happen. Massive. I couldn't talk about it here. I could, but it wouldn't have been good. It would have been juicy. I would have gotten a lot of views, but it's not for me to talk about. But I want to leave it off with Air Savain here from Fallout Miami. He kind of pinpointed some of the problems here. The problem is never just one person, okay? Yes, one person can usually slip through the cracks, and you can have issues with it. But if this is how much of a chaotic scene this causes, the problem is not the person. The problem is the entire group. And for this project, they did everything wrong. The project was never successful. The project never did well in the background. It was chaotic from the start, and they lied to you. So I hopefully enjoyed this, and I'll probably won't make more on Fallout the Frontier anymore, because that's a dead mod now. It's dead. It's gone from the Nexus. But we'll find something else, something more interesting. Goodbye.
Just who is the Enclave? Why, now that's simple. The Enclave is you, America. The Enclave is your sister, your aunt, your friend, your neighbor. Let's talk about government, shall we? Or more specifically, your government, dear America. The Enclave. Until next time, this is John Henry Eden, signing off.